My goodness.
This painting, which you've kindly brought along today, is by Walter Osborne, a very interesting artist, an Irishman born in Dublin, and he painted in a very modern way, really. And this one, painted in 1901, is done in a most beautiful, very liquid way. He's brought the brush very quickly across the surface of the canvas to suggest the dress. He's done an awful lot of suggestion and successful depiction with very little actual brush strokes. You know, it's almost abbreviated. It's like a shorthand. Of course, it's quite thinly painted in some areas, and I think we'll have to call it an oil sketch, but it is extremely beautiful and very effective. And I'd love to know where on earth you got it from. Perhaps you can tell me.
Well, the painting belongs to St Column's Cathedral.
St. what Cathedral?
St Column's Cathedral
St.
in
Column's
London, Derry.
Right.
And it was a gift to the cathedral after the person who owned it died.
Oh, I see. And the person who owned it, was she the sitter, perhaps?
No, the lady in the painting is Eleanor Alexander, the daughter of a very famous lady and gentleman. Her mother was Mrs. Cecil Frances Alexander, a well-known hymn writer throughout the world, and her father was Bishop Alexander.
I confess I did a little bit of homework, and I wondered whether a portrait he exhibited in 1901 that's now in the palace in Armagh, which was entitled The Archbishop of Armagh,
right,
William Alexander,
yeah,
could have
right.
been
her father. It is, yeah.
Yes,
after he was bishop in Derry, his wife died in 1895, and he went on to be Archbishop in Armagh after that.
Yeah, I see.
And
Right.
this lady, Eleanor, left the picture to her companion, who then left it to her daughter, who then left it to the cathedral.
Oh, I see. Yeah. And you're from the cathedral, are
We
you?
are. We're the church wardens.
You've been
Two
deputed
church
to bring it today.
Yes.
Yes.
Drew the short straw.
Delegated.
Yes, absolutely. Well, I mean, I'm very thrilled you did bring it, because I think it is one of the nicest things I've seen today, perhaps the nicest, which is quite a thrill. Now, Walter Osborne died young, and he was an extremely popular man in Dublin, and he was a good teacher too, so there were many pupils and friends who mourned his passing. He died suddenly of pneumonia in 1903, and that's 2 years after this picture was painted in 1901. His work is really popular now. The value of the picture is quite a surprise, actually. I believe it to be between £40,000 and £60,000.
My goodness.
I've had to bring it down from where I started, which was possibly 60 to 80, simply because it being an oil sketch and quite late, I thought maybe I ought to be a little bit cautious. But I can see this picture, because it's so attractive, driving its price up to more than 80,000. It's a possibility.
That's wonderful news.